Ah, are you suffering from fingerpicking overload? It feels like every song throws a brand new pattern at you. For example, these 120 right-hand fingerpicking patterns by the late great composer Mauro Giuliani. Wow. 120, that's overwhelming, and that's why so many players give up. But here's the fix. You don't need 120, you only need 3, and it's easier than you think. So let's grab our guitars and let's dive in. All right, so let's talk about the setup of which fingers we're going to be using when we're fingerpicking. We're going to make this simple today. Here's the setup. We're going to use our thumb, we're going to use our index, and we're going to use our middle only. We're only going to use 3 fingers. The thumb has a dual role. The thumb will be skipping between the 4th string and the 6th string for the patterns that we're learning today. And why are we staying away from the ring and the pinky? Well, because these 2 fingers are pretty much the slowest fingers we have, and they're very much dependent upon each other. These are our power fingers, and those are the 3 fingers we're going to use today. All right, let's move on to our very first pattern, the descending arpeggio pattern. By the way, all 3 patterns today are going to be using the same chord in the left hand. It's just the G chord, 1 finger to keep it simple, 3rd finger here on the 6th string, 3rd fret, just G only. All right? And in the right hand, what we're going to be doing is that same order of fingers are going to be used for all 3 of the patterns today. That is that the thumb is going to be alternating between strings 6 and 4, while the middle finger stays on the 2nd string and index finger stays on 3rd string. Let me play this pattern fast, and then I'm going to teach it to you slow. Alright, so let's talk about how we can play this really slowly here. What we're going to be doing in the right hand is pinching and playing the 6th string and the 2nd string at the same time. That's the first step. And the index finger plays that 3rd string. Here's where the thumb reaches up and grabs the 4th string. And then the middle finger plays the 2nd string. And the thumb is going to reach back down and grab the 6th string. Then the index finger is going to play the 3rd. And then the thumb's going to grab the 4th. So really slowly it's going to be. And that's what the descending arpeggio looks like. You're simply rolling down the strings 1 string after the other, smooth and even like a waterfall. Now you're going to hear an example of this in Boston's song More Than a Feeling. Go check out that song. Now the descending arpeggio sounds beautiful, but it doesn't open the sound of the guitar the way the next pattern can. Let's take a look at the inside out pattern. We're still holding down the G chord in the right hand. Let me play it for you once at full speed, then I'll teach it to you slow. Now this one's the inside-outside loop. It's a repeating cycle that feels balanced and steady, almost like it's kind of breathing in and out. Let's take a look at the right hand, remembering where our fingers are placed. We're going to play the thumb first, 6th string. Index finger goes in the 3rd. Thumb plays the 4th. Middle finger plays the 2nd. Thumb plays the 6th string. Index plays the 3rd. Thumb plays the 4th. And the middle finger plays the 2nd. So very slowly. Thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. Now this relaxed loop shows up in a really great song called We're Gonna Be Friends by the White Stripes. Go check it out. Now the open sound that we get with the inside out pattern, chef's kiss. It's awesome, but the next pattern not only makes you feel like there are multiple instruments playing at once, but it's also the most commonly used finger picking pattern on the guitar. And last but not least, pattern number 3, the Travis picking pattern, or what I like to affectionately call the big pinch. Let me play it for you fast, and then we'll learn it slow. Now this is the Travis pattern, or like we call the big pinch. The thumb keeps the bass moving steadily while the fingers pinch on top. It feels like the heartbeat underneath the melody of the song. Let's learn it slowly. We're going to still be holding down this G chord here. Remember the finger placement in the right hand? The thumb and the ring finger will play at the same time. You're going to be pinching these 2 notes at the same time. And your thumb's going to grab the 4th string, play the 4th string. Index is going to play the 3rd. Thumb is going to play the 6th. Middle will play the 2nd. And then the thumb will play the 4th. That's it. So together, let's try it slowly. second and sixth string, fourth, third, sixth, second, fourth. All right, you're going to hear this incredible finger picking pattern in more than a few songs out there. Probably the most widely known is Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Go check it out. All right, so let's recap what you learned in the video today. You don't need 1,000 patterns. You don't even need 120. You just need 3 patterns in 99% of the music that you're listening to. The descending arpeggio, the inside out pattern, and the Travis picking. All built right here on the G chord with 3 fingers and 4 strings. Now I put all this together in a 1-page cheat sheet PDF that you can grab below, link in the description. Be sure to check it out on my website. And once you've got them, your next step is to check out my fingerpicking 101 video. Click up here to learn about that video, and I'll help you build the foundation you need for every fingerpicking you'll ever learn. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson.